Thanks for listening. This podcast is proudly brought to you by OG Haulage. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with a mate.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
All right, let's get going before we waste too much time.
All right.
Welcome to Get Outdoors, Drew and Cam, another week, and it's raining again.
Of course, it rains every time we record.
This is Melbourne.
It is. Don't like it. Wait a minute.
That's it. That's it. Four seasons in one day, they say.
Yep.
Welcome back, Cam.
How you been, mate? What's been happening in your world?
Busy.
Yep.
Absolutely busy. If I'm not working and driving to Port Melbourne and back,
Yep.
I'm working at Brayside, which I've done one or two shifts out there.
Yep.
But yeah, flat stick, teaching people how to not fall from heights.
A little bit different without having to be a steering wheel attendant all day.
100%,
Yep.
my friend.
There you go.
My theory is we get people to walk in the door and walk out safer and smarter than when they walk out.
As long as they don't walk into the door on the way out.
Wouldn't be the first time it's happened. No, true. No,
Yeah,
it's actually been really good. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Ah, good.
I'm educating people on climbing ladders and using ropes and carabiners and rope grabs and
All the fun stuff.
all the fun stuff, man. I'm actually really, really enjoying it.
Ah, good. It's, mate, like we said previous, it's something you've been working towards getting into and
100%.
you've got there. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the more I do it, the more I realise I actually didn't know about the industry of training and assessing.
Okay.
So every day that I go out, train these guys, I'm learning more myself.
Yep.
I got a heap of feedback today from the boys, and I said to them in the class, this is when this comes out, it'll be a couple of weeks, but at the time, the boys, I told them that I've just this is my second week of teaching people on my own without a mentor.
Yep.
And they're all like, dude, at the end of it, the feedback was, it feels like you've been doing it for years.
Yep.
Like, you made it interesting, we really enjoyed it, all that kind of stuff, and that gave me an extra boost as well, that I'm actually reaching these blokes about staying safe.
It's that engaging with them. That's
Yeah,
the whole
100%.
thing. If you can engage with whoever you're training
Yeah.
and make whatever topic it is you're training them on interesting and,
Yeah,
look, at the end of the day, you're trying to just keep people safe.
this is it.
Some people can get bored with that too.
100%.
Right.
And keeping them engaged, that's the number one thing.
Yeah.
And I just encourage when we get to lunchtime, have lunch, then we're going outside, we're going to climb things. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yep.
So, but I had someone say to me that I should, in my job interview, mention that I do a podcast
Okay.
with one of my best friends. And I'm like, why would I do that? And they're like, mate, you keep people engaged, you're good for information, and you don't bore people. I'm like, that's interesting.
Yep.
I don't agree with you, but yeah, cool.
Take what you get, mate. Take what you get.
That's it. How's your week been, mate? You been out and about?
Yeah, we all know I don't sit still. So, got out the other night, had a bit of a wander on the days to night swing day to chase a couple of foxes around the dairy farm.
Nice.
It's been a fair while since I got out for a bit of a wander.
Was that a new property or one of the old ones?
One of the ones that I've done consecutively for the last couple of years, to be honed. So
Yep.
they've got multiple properties that I actually have access to, which is rather handy.
Yep.
So really happy with. Look, it wasn't a big numbers night, and I walk. I don't drive on the properties. I walk around at night.
Yep.
Because then you can just go, all right, well, if that fox is tootling off that way, I'll cut him off by walking across this paddock. And
You can actually set yourself up and you know where you are at all times.
Walking into the wind and all that sort of stuff. So,
Do you find while walking you have less light blindness? You're actually giving your eyes more of a chance to adjust?
Well, I only run a headlamp and then a rifle-mounted light on top of my rifle scope. I'm using the Javelot Pro for no light. So that's
Not sponsored.
not sponsored,
But could be.
but would love to be. Look, I run a cheap headlamp off Marketplace. Not Marketplace, sorry, off eBay for once.
Hang on, Cam.
Yep.
Where was it from?
eBay, but we'll say Marketplace because we've got a sound effect now. Look, I use that just to virtually pick up their eyes and then make the play from there.
What, with the
headlamp.
Oh, right.
Because it's a zoomable. You can go spot or flood.
So you'll just pick up the shine of the light, eyes.
I'll pick up the eyes, or if I'm standing there, I also use whistles, even at night.
Yep.
So your hair in distress, your tenor fields, your buttons, your T2s and stinger whistles, I use those quite a bit. and I got to a point right up at the back of the property. There's got to be a fox here somewhere, but I'm not seeing eyes.
Yep.
So stop, all the lights off for a few minutes.
Give it a whistle.
Big squealers, get them out, get
Yep.
them loud.
Yep.
Give it a second, go again, and turn the headlamp on, and bang, we've got a set of eyes coming at me at full tilt. So, it's...
Coming at you at Mach 5.
Yeah, on a string.
Yep.
But, so you've got ample time to then get ready for a good shot. I do use a tripod system for resting in the paddocks for my shots and getting good stable shots.
Does that remain connected to your rifle, or you just set it up and sit on?
It's a yoke style with a squeeze trigger for the telescoping legs.
Yep.
It has been an absolute game changer for me. You've always got a fence post to lean on.
Dude, absolutely.
So, look, I used to do a lot of offhand shooting. I've now gone to getting a good stable rest, and I'm more confident shooting at a further range.
Yeah.
Not that I try and take just that long bomb shot. And for me to say a long bomb, it's 150, 200.
Yeah. That's with a 17, yeah?
No, with the 223.
Oh, okay, yep.
So I'll get them into a comfortable... mate, I'll shoot them at 80 and 50 metres with the 223. And you can get them in that close at night with a whistle. As long as that wind's in your face and they haven't played that game before, you've got a fair chance.
The peekaboo game?
Yeah, that's right. Mate, I had one that had played the game, obviously, before. And I just maintained a constant pace, followed it up. It moved to the next paddock. I followed it up.
Yeah.
And eventually it stuffed up and walked and stood there broadside, 110, 120 metres out, and whop.
Oh, nice.
Good night.
Yep.
So, look, mate, for me, they've released that the fox bounty's coming back in.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So,
Heard about that.
$14 a scalp. It helps the farmers out. Helps me out too, because I've got constant properties that I can go and hunt on.
It helps you offset prices of bullets, or if you wanted to buy a new rifle or
What's
fuel.
that? We were working it out. It's $56 for the 4 that I shot.
Correct.
With 4 bullets out of a 223.
That's it. And they're on average $1 a shot if you're buying the box.
Not even, I don't think, because I buy the flat trays, the Wild River stuff. I think it's
Okay.
or whatever it's called, Buffalo River.
Okay.
And I think that's 75 for 50 rounds.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah, mate, to me it's a bit of a hobby, but then that opens the gateway leading up to duck season, making sure that, hey, Wednesday morning duck opening, do you mind if I'm sitting on your dam getting ready to start popping ducks as much as I can for the morning? Go right ahead, but while you're doing that, would you mind having a look at the Indian miners getting around in the machinery sheds again? Yep, not a worry in the world. So
this is it.
Rat shot, simple thing.
Yep.
Go around with the 22 and an old bit of rat shot, just spotlighting the Indian miners on the rafters. So it's
invasive species they are too.
They are, and they crap on everything, let's be honest. So when you've got machinery worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's just getting absolutely pummeled in bird crap, you have enough. So,
and their poo's acidic too.
Yeah. So mate, it's something I've done out on this farm for a long time as well. I do it inside the dairy as well, but you've got to really pick your shots because of all the wiring that's running around up in the rafters as well.
Of course, yeah.
So you're looking at the bird going, that one's safe for the minute. And then,
just wait 5 minutes, he'll move.
That's it. You just walk around underneath them and make them move.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so look, that's just pest control. So
we did that when we were eliminating pigeons out of a horse farm. We were banging them with the air rifle.
Yep.
But if they got near the horses, we'd just walk next to the paddock, woof, off they flew.
Yep.
They'd all fly back into the little hideouts that the horses had with all the seed in it.
Yep.
And they'd all just gather because it was all over the ground anyway. And you knock 2 or 3 off, then they go to and we just keep walking around that way.
I found too, with the rat shot, with doing this, because like I said, it's pest control.
Yes.
This isn't me hunting for food. This is just pest control. I've always picked the days that I do it. So with this, I'll go in when it is like today, that you can hear in the background, the rain.
You know everything's inside.
Everything's not going to want to fly outside.
Yep, that's it.
You're going on a dark night too, because the birds don't want to fly that much.
Yeah.
So you can almost...
especially the miners, yeah.
You can almost work it so you'll have minimal birds fly off, maximum effect.
Yep.
And you're reducing the pest.
Now, that's it.
Indian miners can have up to 7 nesting sites
Yeah, right.
And that's one pair,
Yeah.
and they do throw other chicks out of nests to take over nests. So they'll throw native species out. They'll throw any other bird,
Yeah,
any
just
other
to pull
chicks
up.
out to take the nest over.
Just to pull up that nest.
Yeah, and then they
Far
only
out.
ever use one. So, they're an invasive species, like we've said.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Talking about birds,
Yes, mate.
we had a bit of a family day out recently.
Yes.
We
Was it a squawk of a time?
It was an
you-
absolute. I'm waiting for your dad jokes to come out, mate. Come on, because you beat me to that one. We went to the back of Pakenham,
Yep.
and because we'd heard about it, so for a family day out, we went to a place called Wings and Roses.
Wings and roses.
Yeah,
Yep.
rocked up, very well set out, very nice looking place.
Yep.
And I took a heap of photos, and I won't pull them up. I'll send them to you.
We can make sure they get up onto the socials
100%.
when we release the episode.
Being where we live, 40 odd minutes to get up to Packy. It was
Yep.
a cracker of a day, nice and warm. They have got a good nearly 4 acres, I reckon, of roses, all different types, colours, all that kind of stuff. If you're into your flowers, fantastic.
Yep.
Then they've got probably at least 8 to 9 different cages and runs of cages with a heap of different birds in them.
Yep.
We had black, whatever, they're not Major Mitchells, they were something else. They were really black with a pink feather underneath.
The cockatoos type.
They look
or
like
are
they look
glass
like
size?
black galah, I can't remember, mate. I can't remember.
Okay.
There was that many different types of birds, but there's a lot of cages where you could go in. For $2.50, you got a cup of seed.
Yep.
You go in there, you could feed the birds. They jump all over your hands in certain cages. There were certain cages you weren't allowed in because you'd lose a finger, obviously. But there was macaws, all those kind of exotic birds.
Big, exotic, bright, colourful birds. Yeah.
Reds and blues, and it was insane.
Yep.
And we were talking to the bloke there, and we're like, oh, do these guys talk much? He goes, absolutely. He said, it's funny, I've been looking after these birds for about 4 or 5 years since we've opened and got going. He goes, it took 4 young blokes to teach these macaws how to swear in under an hour. He goes, I've been trying to get them to say hello for 5 years.
Yep.
I'm like, really? He goes, absolutely. I'm like, that is awesome.
But the energy of the teenagers trying to
mate,
get them to swear.
It would have been 4 young blokes just saying it over and over and over. And
Yeah.
these birds ripped it out.
Okay.
So, but yeah, hand feeding them, stuff like that. It was a good few hours.
So is it set up like a private house, or is it a full...
No, the private
This
house
is
is
this
next
way.
door, barred off.
Yep.
Right, you can't get in there. But yeah, it's dirty big rectangle paddock
Yep.
with all the roses at the front. And then you walk across to your left after you've paid your money and walk through. And yeah, sure enough, if the cage is open, they've got those 2-door gate systems.
Yep.
So the birds can't fly
Very
out.
similar to the big aviaries at Hillsville.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, same setup.
And in you go.
So yeah, it was actually a cracker of a time out with the good weather, but also old mate, I can't remember his name now. They do private shows,
Yep.
so you can have a cockatoo experience where you spend a good nearly half an hour to 40 minutes. Where
There's a dad joke there, but I'll leave that one alone.
he sits there and talks to you about these birds. They do an owl experience, I believe, as well.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
But yeah, there's a lot of guinea pigs running around in there to keep the grass down.
Yep.
And a lot of quail. And
Okay.
I'm like, mate, why was there quail in the bottom? Because I would have thought you put a half-decent bird in there, it's going to go, ooh, there's meat. Take it.
They clean everything up.
Spot on.
Yep.
All these birds pick all the stuff out, and the quails just keep... He's like, mate, they're my cleaners.
Yeah.
What's guinea pigs? Lawnmowers. I'm like, mate, you got this worked out. Cages are clean, grass is short. The birds are friendly enough. Well, I mean, we all ended up with a nip or two, but they were cockatiels.
That's what happens with birds, though, too, isn't it?
This
So-
is it.
Yep.
There was pictures of Gem. She's got birds all over her hat and arms. And
Yeah.
yeah.
How did you stumble across it?
The good lady wife seen it just pop up on Facebook,
Facebook,
as a something to go and do.
Yeah. And there's some pretty amazing pages for that.
100%.
So, yeah.
And that's why I thought it was actually something worthwhile talking on the potty, because we're talking about, at the moment, fuel prices,
Yes.
everything like that, that instead of using all your money to go and try and get the family out for a long distance day out, That's
Yep.
something for anyone around Melbourne or the eastern side of Melbourne, Gippsland side of Melbourne, to look at something like Wings and Roses for a couple of hours out, take a picnic lunch with you. There was tables, there's gazebos. Yeah, it was genuinely just a good kick around day out.
So was there like a gold coin donation for entry or anything like that?
It was $10 to get in,
That was for the whole family. Your family.
$10 a head.
Family. Oh, $10 a head.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So looking at that, adults, that's cheap to me.
Yep.
Kids, I thought it was cheaper, but I was mistaken.
Okay.
And $2.50 for a decent cup of food
Yep.
to feed the birds.
Fantastic. Sorry, I'm just trying to hunt around trying to find a name of the Facebook page that I see all the stuff pop up on.
Oh,
And I've just drawn a blank.
there's actually a really good one, Time Out Melbourne.
Yep.
Sorry to our international listeners. But
Unfortunately, we are based in Victoria.
we are. But that actually gives you a chance, even if you were to look up Time Out Melbourne on Facebook,
Yep.
that might actually give you ideas in your country
Well, yeah.
for things to do.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, don't avoid listening to us because we'll always give you some information or some insights or some tips, hints or tricks.
Always out running around the countryside looking
Exactly
something
right.
new. So, yeah.
So anything from, it covered the lot. I mean, even down to that park we went to in Clyde,
Yep.
the real big park, that was on Time Out Melbourne. They did a rundown of it. We're like, you know what, we're going to go have a look ourselves.
Yep.
And that was that's one of the best parks I've been to, even as an adult.
And like the things that you can follow to get some of that inspiration too, are like your Victoria Fisheries page. They post about where they're stocking fish, the family-friendly fishing lakes.
Yes.
There's that. You've got your National Parks Victoria.
Yep.
They are constantly promoting locations and campsites and
Yes.
day areas, and some of the spots are just brilliant little spots that it's that age-old thing. You drive past that turn-off all the time. You've never actually been down there, and now you actually go, hang on, I know there's a campsite down there that's worth going to have a day trip.
100%.
So, yeah.
100%.
Yep.
Did I flick you that post in regards to Victorian Fisheries or someone? I wasn't too sure. I know we're being really random here with information.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
We're bouncing back and forth.
There was one about the Carp Challenge.
The Carp Challenge, yes. I'll have to go back through all the other stuff.
All the information that I send you.
Yeah, and I send you.
There was there's
the backpack, the marketplace backpack you sent me. That sold really, really quickly. Yep.
There was a post I sent you in regards to that they were trying to do a fishing challenge around Victoria.
The catch a carp one.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
And the localist, there's a good word for you.
Yeah.
Localist. The most local I could see, but was great, was Albert Park.
Yep.
And it was a carp challenge.
Now, you're aware that they stock Murray cod and yellow belly into
I do believe
Albert
they
Park,
stock it. I
as
wasn't
well as
sure
trout.
what with. But
Yeah. There's a lot of species of fish in that.
So for anyone close to the city on the western side or whatever,
Yep.
look up the carp challenge for Albert Park. There's a day out and it's cheap. So you're not travelling all the way to Timbuktu to go and do something.
Yeah.
You're actually within your town limits to actually get out and actually have a crack at the $27 Kmart fishing rod challenge.
Yeah. I still leave that thing at home, unfortunately. I'm a shocker.
We promote it to get people off the couch,
I
and
know.
here you are leaving it laying around, mate.
Look, my biggest problem is it's like my backpacks. My fishing rods are very similar. I have a collection, and they've all got their own specific style and job to do.
You are crazy.
Look, I did buy it. I bought the $27 rod. I still say I caught a trout on it. You tell me I didn't.
You didn't land it.
I did land it.
You didn't. Hey, dude, I've got a bit of a story in regards to the $27 fishing rod challenge.
Okay. Is this from one of our listeners or something?
This is a listener story.
Fantastic. We love these.
His story begins, "Hey, legends, I've got a potential entry for your Kmart $27 fishing challenge. And if it doesn't qualify, it's still worth a good yarn. This is from Daniel Heath.
Yeah.
His young bloke was involved in that.
The young bloke fishing. There's nothing better.
His young bloke's name is Tanner. Tanner, we want to give you a shout out, matey.
Yep.
We are extremely proud of what you've done and the efforts you made, even though Dad stuffed it up. as we're about to find out. This is from Daniel. So we moved from Western Australia nearly a year ago to Delungra, New South Wales, and got told about this Gravesend fishing competition, which mainly focuses on cod. I do a lot of hunting and shooting, but I'm not a fisherman's bumhole.
I'm pretty sure he used a bit more colourful language.
It was, but I'm making it family friendly.
That's it.
Did a bit of research and found out I like cheese. So I set my little man up with his little cheap rod we bought a year ago when we left WA and told him to keep an eye on it. About 5 minutes later, I look over and it's jolting. I yell out to him. He grabs it and starts winding. My 4-year-old did pretty well. All of it, apart from Dad, coming in, trying to grab the fish and stuffing it up. Right when the misso stopped videoing, the line snapped and I'm grabbing and falling over and reaching, trying to grab his fish, but sadly, it got away. Well, the poor little man lost his lunch and burst into tears.
No.
So I set him up with Dad's rod that had braid on it, and he kept trying all weekend, but with no success.
Yeah.
Safe to say the comp didn't get any entries from us, but we had a cracking weekend. I reckon that's the catch in it. They still had a cracker weekend.
You know what? It sucks that his fish got away.
Yep.
We have been sent a video, so that will be getting shared.
Yep, definitely.
All right.
Plenty of tins and the kids had a great time. Cheers, legends. Love the listen. Keep them coming. Cheers, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan, and a massive shout out to Tanner.
Good work on catching the cod and Dad buggering
Fumbling
it up on you.
We're wrapped that you guys have listened, and we need more stories like that because that allows us to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on out and about.
It's interactions with the listeners too, which
That's
is
it. It's
which
not
we
just
get
a
a
kick
bit,
for us.
We get a kick out of it. So
100% we do.
Big time. So look, it's a shame that his line snapped and the fish got away, but you know what? You're probably going to take photos and release it anyway, but for a young bloke to lose a cod, I know how much time I've devoted to chasing him. Sorry, mate.
Exactly right.
But,
exactly right.
Far out.
Did you say earlier, dude, you had a story from Jason?
There was a story we had kicked through from Jason as well.
In the UK?
Yes, from the
UK
UK.
listeners.
Yes. He's been keeping us up to date with quite a bit of stuff lately. So, yeah.
He's been busy, listeners. He's Jason randomly contacted us from the UK, telling us that he really enjoyed the show, and we've actually kept a bit of contact with him since.
That was after we'd gone through the list of where we had our listeners
That's
from.
right.
He
And
actually reached out and said, I'm the
listener in the UK from X and Y, and we went, oh yeah, nice.
I'm just wondering, we'll just do a story in app, you reckon? I reckon if we get them.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon look, that one's a good story. I reckon we'd leave it till next week.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it. We'll just put it out there as a little teaser.
As a little teaser.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Rolling it back a bit, you know how we were discussing earlier about the fuel, the price of fuel?
Yeah.
Look, it's...
The theft.
Well, I did see that as a post the other day.
Yeah.
I got held up. I was robbed at this petrol station and it was pumped full.
Have you seen the one where the bloke's sitting at a table with his missus at a Shell survey?
Yeah, took her somewhere expensive for
Take
dinner.
me somewhere expensive.
But as much as we sit here and chuckle about it, look,
it hurts.
It does hurt. It's not easy. But the thing is, don't let it get you down and stop you actually getting outdoors and doing something.
Oh, no. No.
You've got local reserves, the local footy oval. Take your kid down and kick a football around.
Yep.
Get outside still and go and get yourself grounded. We talk about that a lot.
I was just thinking that very thing when you're talking about a footy oval or whatever.
Yeah.
And the weather's okay for getting out and about.
And if it's raining, go to your local leisure centre and go for a swim. It's not a super expensive thing to do.
It's local. You're supporting local business.
Yep.
And you're actually still on the move.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's about not getting yourself depressed and stuck at home.
That's it.
Actually get up and go and do these simple things. Go to that little park that you've always wanted to take the kids to.
Yep. Even just making the effort to take them out. I think an episode or two ago I talked about taking Jem for a run.
Yep.
The last thing I wanted to do when I got home thinking about fuel, thinking about dinner, mortgage, all that kind of stuff, was actually get out of the house and go out and about.
Yeah.
But my mental state was very much different by the time I came home
Yeah, and it is.
because made the effort.
That's right. And you get outside, you spend that little bit of time with your family members, and even if you live by yourself, take the dog for a walk.
Take your neighbour's dog for a walk.
Take your neighbour's dog for a walk, Help the elderly neighbour out that's got a little
Look,
yappy dog that
even
always
as-
barks at the window.
Even a little side hustle, if you just went to your neighbours and you go, I need a reason to get out the door, but I can actually get paid for this. Go see your neighbours and say, give us $5, I'll take your dog for a walk every night.
I still reckon you don't need to ask for money for
No,
that.
but as an idea,
Yeah.
if you're a kid and you want to earn a dollar,
Yeah, a kid doing a side hustle, yeah.
mate, everyone's got a dog. Every dog needs a walk. I mean, I wouldn't want to take your two for a walk, but
My two would probably take you for a walk.
exactly right. Exactly right.
A low-paced jog.
Yes, yes. Trying to catch them would be the hard part.
Well, if Elvis gets his nose down on something, you're not pulling that head up. I'll give you the tip. A bloodhound sticks a scent.
Yeah, 100%. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, what you're saying is exactly right, Cam. We may be getting limited by the kilometres we can make at getting somewhere new
Yep.
or somewhere different. But the different headspace that you and I have discussed,
Yes,
the very
and
point,
it's relative. It is.
get down to your local footy oval, wear your thongs down there, take them off and do 2 laps of the footy oval.
Yeah.
You've killed that time, you've grounded, you've cleared your head a little bit, and it's going to give you a different perspective on your home life as well.
Go for a walk in that flora reserve that's just down the road.
Yeah, somewhere you
Yeah.
haven't seen. You've only used a couple of Ks worth of fuel, not all your fuel to get to
Yeah,
the other side of town or whatever. Keep it local
that's right.
and keep it as good as you can.
Yeah.
The cheap and quick stuff sometimes is, if not better, than a big kilometre stuff.
Look, the big trips are always great. The grand idea,
Yeah.
the big finish. So, that sounds like a horse race.
The big finish?
The big
Yeah,
finish.
yeah.
That sounds like the name of a racehorse. But you're not having to put all the timing and planning in it.
Yep.
It could be quick. Let's knock up some sangers and take them with us. We can sit down, have a cup of coffee, a dog and gun coffee, because you're through your drippers with your little jet boil sitting at the
sponsored.
park. Not sponsored,
But could
would
be.
love to be. But it's those things. It's,
Yes.
you're making it. Make a small picnic at home. Cost you next to nothing.
I just had the thought it'd be similar to the mentality of COVID.
Yes, it's virtually the same thing.
You couldn't go more than 5Ks from home. So what'd you do? You cut blocks.
I walked the block drinking a stubby.
Mate, if you weren't working,
That's right.
there's zero issue. But that's sort of the mentality. We're trying to save $1.
That's right.
Get out the door and walk.
Yeah, don't.
You're doing yourself zero harm by doing that.
That's right.
And you might actually meet your neighbour.
It's not gonna. You don't want this to end up like you did with COVID, where, you did get slightly depressed about not being able to go outside.
Yeah,
So
this is it.
it just takes that little bit of effort and a little bit of pre-planning to work out where you can go. But I just figured I'd throw that in there, because don't let this fuel price knock you down with it all.
Nah.
So
You can either let it stop you, or you can use it to your advantage
That's
to get
right.
off the couch, get outdoors,
yeah,
and find something new nearby home.
that's right. So,
And the kids will love it even more.
well, that's it. So I mean, look, you're gonna get that. The kids, my kids, I know, they're out on scooters all the time. They're over at the local park playing footy. They want to go down and hit the tennis ball at the local tennis club.
Yep.
Look into that sort of stuff.
This is it.
And I'll bring through your marketplace all over again. And here's the sound. Drew's so proud of his little sound.
I love it.
But jump on marketplace, buy 2 tennis rackets. Go
For
to
the
Kmart.
cheapest ones you can find.
It doesn't need to cost a fortune, but get out there and do something different with your kids and see how that goes.
Exactly right.
It might be the spark of a new passion. So,
That's it.
yeah,
There's no
Right.
harm in it.
that's it.
And also, if you can save $1, grab yourself a Kmart fishing rod. $27 Kmart fishing rod challenge.
Didn't they go up, though?
Oh yeah, they're up to 30.
Oh, see,
You know what?
we plugged them and they went up.
Because our listeners would have one already. Even if you try and find a pond nearby and try and chase carp,
Yeah,
it's a can of corn, a little bit of fuel, time out with the family, do it.
Fisheries Victoria will have their local stock dams listed on their website.
Cost you nothing to Google, yeah?
That's right.
So why not?
But
Well,
anyway,
listeners, we're going to wrap this up for another week. We genuinely appreciate you listening, and we truly hope to have you listen to us next week.
we would love to hear more stories. So if you've got a funny little
continually.
story to send through, shoot them on through. But we're gonna
we've had a
put the
few.
handbrake on and limit it to one. I reckon.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah.
We'll have to. We'll spread them out, let everyone hear what's going on, and
that's
share
it.
the love.
Bit of a
Share the
laugh.
love.
So yeah.
Again, thanks for listening. You will hear from us next week.
Cheers all.
Cheers all.